Hi, I'm so happy to have you with us today. Community Storytelling Season 4. I'm always excited to say that. Thank you, Linda Lester, for keeping us going here at KCAT TV 15. I'm Lissa Kreisler, and I've got two very distinguished gentlemen with me, both from Los Gatos. I'm going to introduce you now, but full disclosure, the one sitting right next to me is my significant other. We believe in nepotism here at KCAT TV 15. We have no problem having friends and relatives on, and I guess you're in between. Jeff Blum, my better half, right there, and his good friend, Dick Konrad. Both of these guys are with Los Gatos Rotary, and they're in the afternoon session, and both of them, and I think it was just by coincidence, are on this fabulous commission in Los Gatos. So Jeff, we'll start with you, SO, significant other. What's the commission name is so long, I'll let you say it.
It's Community Health and Senior Services Commission.
Doesn't sound as long when you say it.
We refer to it as CHSSC.
That's even more confusing.
I tried to make it simpler.
Now, in simple terms, what does this commission do? What does it do?
We are an advisory commission to the town council. We advise them mainly on senior services issues or issues that affect seniors. We also are a resource center, mainly again for seniors, but we have a broad, I would say a broad venue. We cover a lot of territory. We're also supposed to address issues of diversity, inclusivity, but for the last year or so, we've been mainly focusing on senior services issues and deficiencies in the community.
And don't I know it? Living with Jeff, I hear all of these calls. I do know what's going on in the town of Los Gatos. Now, Dick, how did you end up on the same commission as a fellow Rotarian?
Well, first of all, I've had a lot of experience being a senior since I'm pushing 85. And
are you?
Yes, I am.
Well, you look amazing.
Appreciate
wow.
that. And I've been on the commissions in town before, like the Parks Commission, and I'm active like on a beautification committee and active in the Rotary. And so I wanted to get back into the mainstream and helping seniors and also enhancing the community health in the community.
So how many seniors do we have in Los Gatos?
We have about 6,400, a little under 6,400.
So what would the percentage be of town?
It's a little over 21%.
That's quite a bit, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's growing. They're predicting, the county did a survey, and they're predicting that it'll double in the next 20, I think it's about 20 years.
Wow.
So,
and I'm guessing many of these seniors have been here since they were young.
Yes.
You know, because you couldn't buy a house now.
like
Right.
Dick.
Like Dick, how many years have you been here?
35.
Wow.
Yeah.
Same house?
Same house.
Yeah.
On the other hand, I've only been here for a year and a half or so.
Yes. And how wonderful has it been?
It's been wonderful.
Okay, getting back to our serious conversation here. I knew this was going to be trouble having you sitting next to me.
Sorry.
It's okay. So what do we offer seniors that maybe other towns don't, or what do we need to offer seniors that maybe other towns don't? So I guess that would be, what are you guys trying to improve here?
Well, during the past 6 months or so, we've been surveying other communities, Cupertino, Los Altos, Saratoga, and I think Campbell.
Yes.
And we've seen a lot of deficiencies in our community compared to what other communities have.
What kind of deficiencies?
Membership, outreach, marketing, money that they have available to them, facilities, full-time equivalent workers, programs offered. We have, Los Gatos Rec has a number of programs, and they do a decent job for the money that they have, but it just doesn't compare to what other communities in the area have.
And, also, we want to set up something where seniors help seniors.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
In other words, we have a lot of seniors in the community that want to volunteer, and we don't have a good way to coordinate
Right.
their volunteering effort. And seniors really want to get out there and help other seniors and help everyone in the community.
So
Well-
how would they go about volunteering?
Well, what we've learned is that in other communities, having more full-time equivalent workers, they do outreach, they bring in, they recruit volunteers. So they've been very successful at getting a robust response from seniors in the community. And so in part, it's a funding worker problem, a deficiency there. I think that's the biggest problem.
So what do you think made Los Gatos say to themselves, we got to be doing more for seniors?
Well, I think we've had an impact on that.
Sure, take a bow.
It's also helped that we have new commissioner, new town council members who have decided to make senior issues a major issue in the community. And so from our perspective, it was a perfect time for us to get on the commission because all of a sudden they're paying more attention to us. I was reluctant to get on the commission when I first joined it or applied for it because I thought, well, this is, it's kind of a nothing's going to happen here kind of commission, but it's been great. It's just been building and building, and so that we've become a very important, big priority.
Yeah, the town has a goal of engaging seniors as a strategic priority.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
And as Jeff said, with the new council members, they're getting a lot more serious about that.
So one thing, okay, volunteering. How would somebody who would like to get involved with you people do that?
Well, they can come to one of our meetings.
And how do they know about that? I mean, do they go on the Los Gatos Town website?
Yes.
That's one thing. We're also doing some marketing ourselves. Dick and I have been going out and giving talks like to Kiwanis and the Lions Club to let the community know we exist. Both of us have written articles that have been in Los Gatos Living magazine about the commission. So we're trying to let people know that we're around.
And I understand, if I heard correctly, in the middle of the night one time, that if I heard some whispers, that the town has $500,000 set aside for grants.
Correct.
Who is that money going to go to, and how do you get it?
Did I say that in my sleep?
I think you might have. I knew this interview was going to be trouble.
Yeah.
All service providers in the community, like Live Oak Nutrition Center, including Saratoga Senior Organizations, West Valley Community College, they all are aware of this, and they're submitting proposals to us on how to use this money to optimize our goals, which Jeff has outlined is enhance the membership and really providing more services to seniors to draw in more members.
And we go to the town website and look up, what do we look at?
Community Health and Senior Services Commission.
Okay. Before we talk about future possibilities, let's talk about the present and what services are there available to seniors? Maybe families don't know about these things and how they can get help, food, community togetherness, things like that. So what do we have currently being offered?
So in terms of food, there's Second Harvest Food Bank. There's a CalFresh program, which is a federal program. And there's also Live Oak, where you can get lunches. I think it's a weekly kind of thing.
Live Oak is wonderful.
Yeah.
And do you just Google this, or how will people find these things out? Is it written any place?
Well, supposedly, you should be able to call our 55 plus number that's listed on the website, and there should be people there that can direct you to the various things, like you can care, which says you can receive a phone call if you're away, or a phone call if you want someone to check on you.
Yes, that's run by the police department. That's a great program.
Department. You have West Valley Community Services, rental help, and
there's RIDE,
there's RIDE for
transportation program.
So there's quite a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a lot.
And I think during the pandemic, we realized how many seniors were shut in.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
we have a lot of seniors in Los Gatos who, you know, the families have left, but they're still at home and they're isolated.
Yeah,
And they're bored.
Yeah, they're bored, and they're just hungry for social contact.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's also, you know, we have a community of people that are house rich and cash poor that need assistance.
Yes, very good point, because everybody just thinks you live in Los Gatos,
Right. That's
you
not
got plenty
true.
of money. We know it's not true.
Yeah.
So on the Los Gatos town website, there's a 55 plus phone number.
Yes, there should be.
Great. I did not know that. I didn't know, and I qualify. I qualified a long time ago.
Right.
As did I.
So talking about the future, one thing that you would love to see in Los Gatos.
I think the biggest thing for me would be a better facility for seniors.
Yes, I know your dream is to have a brand new senior
Yeah.
center.
Right.
You even have a location for it.
I do.
You want to
yes.
share that? You might as well.
Well, it's kind of an off the top of my head idea, but Alberto Way and Los Gatos Saratoga Boulevard, there is an empty lot there. It's been empty. It's a development site. Office buildings are supposed to go in there, but nothing has happened since we moved in. I think it would be a great spot for it, but
Okay, that's
Yeah,
on the table.
okay.
That's a good one. All right, Dick, it's your turn. What fabulous idea do you have for seniors?
Well, after 40 years in sales and marketing, you got to build scale to get more effective and to succeed. And we have a membership in the low hundreds, while our sister community, Saratoga, has 1,200 members. So we need to build up this membership through whatever means we can to get the scale to offer more services and more volunteers.
And you're talking membership with the Los Gatos Rec Center?
No, with 55 plus.
55 plus. I'm going to look at that when I get home today.
Okay.
I'll sign up. Will that help? Will one more
That will
person?
help. We
As
need-
a start. Are you signed up, Jeff?
no.
Okay, you and I, two more people
more
will
people.
be on before this day is out.
I went to the senior luncheon at town center. Yeah, picnic at the town center yesterday, and I walked around with, you know, farms. Or sign up.
Good.
You're getting a free lunch. Let's
good.
get with it.
Good, I like that. You're Johnny on the spot. Or
Maybe-
Dick on the spot, yeah.
Maybe what we should do is walk around downtown area with, you know, one of these sandwich boards
Yeah,
advertising.
sure.
You don't have anything else to do. You're retired. Why
That's
not?
right.
Huh?
Right. We can hold hands down the street.
Well, I won't say I don't have anything else to
I
do,
know.
but
I live with you. I know you
I-
have other things to do. So one other thing I do want to touch on, because your commission, while your main focus is seniors, and I'm very pleased about that, you did mention diversity. We do have a problem with diversity in Los Gatos. So just one quick statement, how are we going to work on that and open up the doors? I mean, what are we going to do there? Anybody have a thought?
Well, I go back to the basics, and you do unto others as they do, you know, as you want done to you. And if you practice that, and it goes back to your early training, you treat other people like you want to be treated. And, you know, you can get into complex theories and arguments, but let's treat everybody else like we want to be treated.
Easiest thing in the world to do.
it's such a complicated problem because housing is so expensive in the area.
Yeah.
And the population, minority population, if you're talking about blacks or Latinas, there aren't that many in the county, certainly
Right.
in Los Gatos. And so, you know, how do you deal with that? It's a housing issue, and that's an issue we're supposed to address too, but it's such a big problem that
Okay.
we can only touch on it.
Tackle one thing at a time.
Right.
So I'm not letting you two leave without, having a smile and a laugh. Okay, you're in Los Gatos. We've been here for almost 2 years.
Mhm.
One favorite thing about the town, other than me, of course.
Other than you. Well, that's a tough one. I mean, you go way down
Oh,
from there. The restaurants, I love the wine cellar, if it's just one thing.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I could think of many others.
Yes, we have a good time.
Yeah,
and,
we
and
do.
Dick, you've been here for 30
Right.
plus years. So
Right.
what's your one favorite
Well, I
thing?
have hobbies, and one of my hobbies is gardening, and one of my favorite things is my little planter box downtown. And
Oh, where is
yes,
it?
and I also manage the planter box for the Rotary.
So I've seen the Rotary one. Where is your family one?
In front of, on site for sore eyes, right?
Okay.
Oh, I walk
Right.
by it all the time.
Yeah,
Didn't
right.
realize that. I think that is so cool that the community that the town does that.
Right.
If you haven't noticed, when you walk by planter boxes, look, 'cause there's usually a little sign in them saying presented by or taken care of by or something like that. That's great. Well, you two gentlemen are pretty darn sharp. You know, and I'm so glad to have you on here. You're looking after us seniors. And thank you, Dick Konrad. Thank you, Jeff Blum. So nice meeting you.
Huh?
So, community storytelling. There we have it. Do you have somebody you want to nominate? I think I nominated these guys myself. I went to kcat.org, very simple to do. And it just takes a couple of minutes, and the next thing you know, we'll be sitting here together. I thank you so much for being with us here at KCAT TV 15. I'm Lissa Kreisler.